Let me sugar all the cats at the high school rockin'. Honey, get your bopping shoes for the jukebox blow the fuse. Hey, everybody hopping, everybody bopping at the high school hop. Hey, the bopping at the high school hop. Hey, get at the high school hop. Hopping at the high school hop. Rocking at the high school hop. Hey, everybody hopping, everybody bopping at the high school hop. Come on, little baby, let's rock a little bit tonight. Ooh, let's get with the sugar, let's shake it up tonight. Well, my heart's a beating rhythm and my feet are moving smooth and alive. Well, bopping at the high school hop, bopping at the high school hop, shaking at the high school hop, moving at the high school hop. Everybody bopping, everybody rocking, bopping at the high school hop. Now let's go! Tell you something, baby, I'm gonna give you some good news. Look at here, sweet mama left the burn off my shoes. Well, my heart to beat the rhythm and my soul is singing the blues. Well, the bopping at the high school hop, bopping at the high school hop. We're just jumping at the high school hop. We're rolling at the high school hop. Well, everybody hopping, everybody's bobbing at the high school hop. Now let's go! Woo! Everybody hopping, bopping at the high school hop. I got a whole lot of love for you, true, true love for you. I got a whole lot of love for you. I got a whole lot of for you, whole lot of for you. I got a whole lot of kisses for you. I got a whole lot to do, a whole lot to do. And I'm so glad to see you.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Call my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does a shaky rock and dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Sweeter than candy.
boom, boom, boom.
Crazy way you thrill me, tell you why. Just like the lightning from the sky. He loves to kiss me till I can't see straight. She, my lollipop, is great. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, boom, boom.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, a lollipop.
Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. It's funny, honey, you don't care. You never listen to my prayer. Maybe, baby, you will love me someday. Well, you are the one that makes me glad, and you are the one that makes me sad. When someday you want me, well, I'll be there, wait and see. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. Well, you are the one that makes me glad, and you are the one that makes me sad. When someday you want me, well, I'll be there, wait and see. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me.
People see us everywhere. They think you really care. But myself I can't deceive. I know it's only make believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My only prayer will be someday you'll care for me, but it's only make believe. My hopes, my dreams come true. My life I'd give for you. My heart a wedding ring, my all, my everything, my heart I can't control, you rule my very soul, my only prayer will be, someday you'll care for me, but it's only make believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My prayers, my hopes, my schemes. You are my every dream, but it's only make believe.
ugly.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Oh well, my mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use the car to go right next Sunday. Oh well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick.
Now you can't use a car 'cause you didn't work a leg.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a fun vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, whoa,
I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote.
sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love?
Tell me, tell me, tell me, who wrote the book of love? I've got to know the answer. Was it someone from above?
I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love?
I love you, darling, baby, you know I do. But I've got to see this book of love, find out why it's true.
Wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? Chapter 1 says the lover, you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her, you never, 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 ever gonna part. In chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love?
Baby, 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 I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true.
I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? Chapter 1 says the lover, you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her, you never, 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 ever gonna part. In chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give her just one more chance. Oh, I wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love?
Baby, 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 I love you, yes I do. Well, it says so in this book of love, ours is the one that's true.
Wonder, wonder who wrote the book of love? I wonder who wrote the book of love?
Why don't you listen to me, sugar, all the cats at the high school rockin'? Honey, get your bopping shoes, for the jukebox blows the fuse. Hey, everybody hopping, everybody's bopping at the high school hop. Hey, the bopping at the high school hop. Hey, get at the high school hop. Hopping at the high school hop. Rocking at the high school hop. Well, everybody hopping, everybody's bobbing at the high school hop. Come on, little baby, let's rock a little bit tonight. Ooh, let's get with the sugar, let's shake it up tonight. Well, my heart will beat the rhythm and my feet are moving smooth and alive. Well, bobbing at the high school hop, bobbing at the high school hop, shaking at the high school hop, moving at the high school hop. Everybody bobbing, everybody rocking, bobbing at the high school hop. Now let's go! Tell you something, baby, I'm gonna give you some good news. Look at here, sweet mama, let the burn off our shoes. Tell my heart to beat the rhythm and my soul is singing the blues. Well, I'm bopping at the high school hop, bopping at the high school hop. Just jumping at the high school hop, we're rolling at the high school hop. Well, everybody hopping, everybody's bobbing at the high school hop. Now let's go! Woo! Everybody hopping, bobbing at the high school hop.
I got a whole lot of love for you, true, true love for you. I got a whole lot of love for you. I got a whole lot of for you, whole lot of for you. I got a whole lot of kisses for you. I got a whole lot to do, a whole lot to do, and I'm so glad to see you.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Call my baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does a shaky rock and dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Sweet Boom, boom, boom.
Crazy way you thrill me, tell you why. Just like the lightning from the sky. He loves to kiss me till I can't see straight. Gee, my lollipop is great. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop.
Boom, 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 boom.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, a lollipop.
Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me. It's funny, honey, you don't care. You never listen to my prayer. Maybe, baby, you will love me someday. Well, you are the one that makes me glad, and you are the one that makes me sad. When someday you want me, well, I'll be there. Wait and see. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you for me.
We are down here in beautiful downtown Parsons, Kansas at the Country Club, and the man that organized this whole thing and is responsible for everything is right here. We're going to get a few words from him.
No, a bunch of us did this.
Is there anything you want to tell the class of 58?
Yeah, they look good as ever.
Okay. I'm wet, and he went to school there for a little while before we graduated, but we need to have him say a few words.
Hi.
Big response, big response. Liz Spriggs, she has a few things she wants to say about the class of 58. Go ahead.
Love the class of 58.
Terrible. Come here, Martha.
Let me do it last.
Come here. No, you're first. Come here. You're going to blaze a trail.
Everybody's going as they come in so we won't forget anybody.
Because you'll get back there and you'll be eating sandwiches and drinking, and we won't want to talk to you. Okay, we have Martha McKenzie, her maiden name McKenzie. So here's a few words from Martha.
Hello, everybody. I'm glad we all got here for the 40th class reunion. I hope we make it to the next.
Good, thank you.
Just glad to be
just
here.
go ahead and take her, Bill. She'll say something. Go.
Good to be here.
I knew it.
This man used to go over to Independence, and he only went over there with cheerleaders. Do you remember those cheerleaders that you used to go over with?
No, that was a different Ken England.
No, that was
Yes,
you.
yeah, I'm afraid it was.
You have an older brother that went over there and dated some girls, too.
That was a different Larry England.
I forgot the name. One was a blonde, one was a brunette. The brunette was about this tall. The blonde was about this tall.
How come you know so much about it?
Because I went to the class reunion a month ago and found out about it.
We're not using that tape. Our next guest celebrity is David Cotton. He comes from Quaker country, and I'm sure he won't speak to us in Amish, but we're going to give him a chance to say a few words.
A few words.
Oh, real good. Do you have anything you want the class of 58 to remember you by?
A few words.
Talent. We got nothing but talent in this class.
Play off of it.
Now, what we got here is Mr. and Mrs. Danny Tolles from Kansas City, Missouri.
There you go.
I went to Washington grade school with this guy all the way from the time we were about 5 years old up through high school.
Beat me up every day.
Got anything you want to say to the class of 58?
Yeah. Miss y'all guys, miss all of you all these years, and good to see all the familiar faces. And had a great time so far.
Good. You'll be on the tape.
Okay.
Kid, we got to have you on camera here because you're going to get a copy of this tape.
Oh, good.
We're going to give you a chance to say something to anybody in the class of 58 that you want to. Anything you want to say to them.
Well, I got to think about it, you know. I mean, that's been a long time ago.
Nothing? You want to introduce your husband?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
This is my husband, Jerry, sir. We've been married for 15 years, and best thing that ever happened to me.
Okay. I don't think I've ever met him. Ken England's my name.
And I'm sure there's something rotten I'd like to say to somebody, but I can't, you know.
Think of something.
You just
Can't believe she hasn't got something bad to say.
Oh, we got the next guest we have here is John and Elizabeth Babe Bush. And I'm almost afraid to ask this guy, but do you have anything you'd like to say to the class of 58?
I can't put that on tape. You know that, Kenny.
Do us a little rendition, a little 5 minutes, John.
You can't you don't want me to put this on tape, do you? Babe said I had to be good, or she would kick, you know. Here's Curtis. Let him take over.
Okay, the next guest we have is Jim Gertis. And we have to ask him to do a little 5-minute monologue. Anything you want to say to the wonderful people of class of 58?
No, I just haven't been around so many old people in a long time.
Thank you, Jim.
Good job.
Okay, come on in, Leon.
What do you want?
Come here. Step up here. You're not going to get hurt. You're too big to hit. Okay, this is Leon Ginn.
Size didn't mean a thing, though. If
live-
a cow could catch a rabbit.
We're going to have him talk bad about people in the class of 58, and he can introduce his wife.
This is my wife, Harriet. There wasn't anybody bad in the class of 58. I wouldn't admit it anyway, especially on TV.
Well, I don't know if this is going to go on tape or not. Good to see you. Good to see you.
But I like the idea. I hope that they show that picture about you discussing your escapades in.
Yeah, I'm in the editing committee.
No, that man over there is going to make sure that it's in this picture because I went over to Independence on purpose to find out what's going on. And I came back and found out what's going on. And I figured that it's going to be in this one so that everybody knows.
See the man holding the camera?
Yes.
That's my cousin, as well as the cameraman and the editor. So we got the thing working. It may not make the tape.
Oh, it's got to make the tape.
Unless you pay him money. He'll take money.
Will Henry do?
Cut. Our next fugitive from the justice system is Pat Livingston, and she's going to give you about 8 hours of monologue on the people in the class of 58. Go, you're on.
I don't know what to say. It's just great seeing everybody.
We finally got her where she can't talk. It's unbelievable.
It's very unbelievable.
No, Sharon Gregory.
Sharon Gregory, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
want to
sorry.
start that over because he goofed.
We'll edit this out. All good-looking blondes. I get flustered when I'm around them. She'll introduce her husband and say some nasty things about the people in 58.
Oh, well, I don't have a husband.
Well,
now, see, you goofed.
Don't introduce your husband then.
All right, nasty things about 58. I don't think there were any nasty things.
Okay.
You know, we were kind of one of the nicest classes around. My brother is having his 10th reunion, and he still marvels that we were the class act, you know, that their class meets at the beer parlors, we meet at the country club, they slide the beer down the bars, and we have champagne brunches in the morning, so
Always
it's a good group. It's a good group and a nice group and a friendly group, and even though we came from different schools, we mixed and seemed to have a good time.
Yes, we did.
And that's why we keep coming back.
Right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
This is Pat Patchen. Her name's not Patchen anymore, but I'm going to turn it over to her, and she'll introduce her husband and talk about her people she hated in the class of 58.
This is my husband, Doug Tippin. We met in college at Pittsburgh, and this reunion's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of neat things happen. Everybody's laughed and visited, and there's no barriers. Everyone's just friends. It's great.
Thank you.
And you
Thank
guys are doing a super job. Thank you.
There's the taping on. Did you get a chance to look at it?
Yeah, that's great.
You back here, John? You know her husband? Walk this way.
You're not in.
This is Brenda Rhodes. Her name's not Rhodes now. But
Brenda Rhodes.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello, you.
This is highly unregular, folks. This type of thing normally didn't happen in our class, but some reason, cut, you got.
He always wanted to marry me, but I wouldn't marry him.
Let's see, where were we? Oh, Brenda, you have to introduce your husband, and then you have 5 minutes to tell us about the class of 58.
About the class of 58, this is my husband, Donald Hauska. The class of 58 is a room of wonderful people that we all grew up from kindergarten through 12th grade and had a lot of good fun. Except for Ken, he was the meanest kid and threw ice balls.
Cut that. Thank you.
Do we have to talk for 5 minutes?
No. Come in here, Dixie. This is Dixie D. Watson. And she's going to talk about anybody she wants to. Got any comments?
Got any comments?
Yeah. About the party so far?
I think it's been a great reunion, and I think they did a fantastic job with the TV deal. I loved it.
Good.
And it's like all of them. It's been great. Enjoyed it, and hope to come back for many more.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Now,
what is this?
This is Coralie Harlow. Not Harlow now.
Robertson.
And she was one of the meanest kids in the class, and this is her chance to talk about us. Got anything you want to say?
He's lying. The real story is being a part of the class of 58 was such a great experience that it's been downhill ever since. Nothing could ever live up to my childhood, and so I had to deal with that, you see.
She ought to be writing books.
I've committed to come back for the next one. I think by the time we've been out of high school 45 years, we'll all really be able to cut loose even more.
Yeah, thank you. Come in here. How you doing? This is Sharon Lansdowne. Sharon Grant?
Yes.
Sharon Grant. You have anything you'd like to say about any of the people in the class? Now, remember, this is going to be seen on TV, so
I know.
Have at it.
Just that everybody pretty much looks the same except over, and it's been real fun.
Okay, thank you much.
Come
Hey.
How you doing?
This is Gene Turtox Thurston.
Oh, I knew it.
Commonly known as Pony. But he's going to be our MC tonight, and he'll introduce his wife and probably say some mean-spirited things about a bunch of guys that went to school in the class of 58.
No doubt about it. Joanne,
She's right.
Joanne. This is my lovely bride that I married. She was 11.
How many years ago was that?
That was 37 years ago, right?
No, 6.
It
Wow.
seems like 36.
What happens when you're counting, right?
Well,
I also failed math.
I don't know.
But it's great to be here. Absolutely. Looking at all these wonderful people. These pretty people over here, right? And then there's Kenny.
Oh, yeah. I'd hold down the curve.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Good to see you.
I'm glad you came.
Well, thank you.
Where is Gary now?
He's in Madrid.
That's what I thought. Well, somebody had said that he was out of the country.
Yeah.
We got to get you on here. This
Okay.
is Nadine Peddler Beach,
Right.
and she's been gone for a long time, and this is the first time I've seen you since 40, at least 40.
We have to mention the number of years.
Oh, no, it's probably 10. Is there anything you'd like to say about the unruly people of the class of 58?
I can't think of it right now, but give me a drink and I might come up with something.
Thank you very much. This is Peggy Hetty, no longer Hetty, of course, but
You don't have to do this.
yes, we do. We like to embarrass everybody. We're an equal employment opportunity deal. She's going to introduce her husband here in just a moment, and then probably say something awful about me. I don't know.
Fine.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah, you get a hold
Don't
of
you know I'm afraid of these things?
Introduce him.
This is Charles Fuentes, and I was Peggy Hetty Gatton. And what else am I supposed to say, Kitty?
Just anything, if you want to get even.
It's nice to be here, and it's really a hot day.
Thank you. Okay. This is Verla Peterson, no longer Peterson, of course. You with your husband?
Do I have my husband?
Sorry, is he here with you?
No, he's not.
What are you doing later? Oh. you have a chance now to talk about everybody. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to talk bad. I have really enjoyed myself here. This is the first reunion I've been to. I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado. We've been there since '65, so I feel like a native. And I'm ready to go tonight and dance around. Thank you.
Thank you. Dorothy Cooper. Right. Okay, this is Dorothy Cooper, and she's going to introduce her husband and tell us what she liked about the class of '58. Or disliked.
Or disliked. This is my husband, Ted Pattison. We're living in Wichita, Kansas. And I think the class reunions are great. Enjoy every one we've been at. And hopefully we'll have another one in 5 years and we'll all still be around.
That's a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Nora Lee Minor. Used to be Nora Lee Biddle. She's going to introduce her husband, and I know she's going to say something bad about it.
Oh gosh, I don't.
You got to introduce Charlie. Come on.
This is my husband, Charlie. We're both in the same class. I'll let him finish telling you about all of our life.
Oh, she was my childhood sweetheart. We got married early and have 3 grandchildren. That's about it.
Just retired.
Just recently retired. Yeah, that's the best thing right there.
Good at
We're going to put you on the spot. This is Nancy Aubrey, but it's not Aubrey now. It's
Caldwell.
Caldwell. She's in here from California, and she's going to introduce her husband and say what she wants to about the class of '58.
This is very exciting, and this is my first time back. Well, my second time back in 30 years, my first reunion, and I'm having a ball, and I've never talked so much in my life. I brought my youngest son, who's never been in Parsons, and he says, Mom, I can't believe you grew up out in the middle of nowhere, but he's having a ball. Played golf and all. So thanks everybody who organized it, and on to the 50.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on, Sharon. Sharon Ireland. It's not Ireland, it's... What is it?
That's a long one, Heffelfinger.
Heffelfinger. Well, how about that, folks? She's going to introduce her husband and then say something to everybody.
Okay. Well, this is my husband, Mark. Come on, Mark. They have to see who you are.
Hi.
He's a little sunburned. He played golf today.
Pretty windy.
They're hoping to win a big prize tonight at the awards ceremony.
Get our money back anyway.
We're hoping for a trip to Tahiti or something.
What gorgeous weather.
Anyway, it's so fun to be here, even if it is 110 in the shade. And we're enjoying laughing and giggling our way through the weekend and catching up with everybody. This is only my second reunion, but it's really, really fun. So thanks to all you guys who put it together. We're really enjoying it.
Thank you. Thank you.
See ya.
Okay, this is one of the Bolander boys, Jack, and he's from the sunflower, or the, what do you call it, the breakfast fruit state? The breakfast. That's where all the fruits and flakes and nuts are from. He's from California. And he's going to just tell you what he thinks about all us wonderful people here.
Well, there's a very nice group of people here. I really had a great time out here from breakfast and fruit state. And if you don't mind, don't ever come out. I really enjoyed it. This is quite an experience in everybody's life when they come here. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Get you a drink and start the television gauntlet. This is Janet Smith Watson with her husband Dick, and she'll introduce him, and then she'll have a chance to say nasty things about everybody in the class of '58.
No. I'm just delighted to be here.
This is your chance.
No, I'm thrilled. I haven't seen, I hear there's some people here who've never been to a class reunion. I'm looking forward to seeing them.
I think that's right.
Good to see you, Kenny.
Yeah, introduce your husband. And
oh, Dick. Yeah, class of 53.
53.
And alive and still moving. So, hey, at this point, that's good.
Thank you. Thank you. We got someone coming up here that's going to be a lot of fun, folks. ¿Cómo está, muchacho? He's not. No. This is Jerry Cooper, a guy that I just met a little while ago. He says he's from this class, but I really have my doubts. But he'll introduce his wife, and you'll recognize her. And then he can say some weird things about the class of '58.
Well, of course, Teresa is also a graduate, and weird things about the class of '58.
I know there was. That's hard.
Well, if you recall, you and I probably about got killed in Independence a few times.
We were the weird thing. No, you don't get to sneak through. Stay right here.
Well, you and I got chased out of a few towns around here, if you recall.
I think that was that other guy that looked like me, Jerry.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. No, but haven't I seen your picture on
down at the post office?
Yeah. Right.
We're not using this tape. Thank you. Go have fun, guys. Martha. This is Martha Bayless. What's the I'm sorry.
Blair.
Blair. And she'll introduce her husband, and we'll give her a chance to really take us apart. You can say anything you want to because this is on TV. Now, don't use the word. Don't use those bad words.
This is my husband, Bill.
We're just so glad to be here.
I hear you. Anything you want to dig at somebody or really get down?
No, but I do want to say I think this has probably been one of the best class reunions we've had.
We were the best class.
Well, that's true. That's true. We were the best class. We are the best.
That's right.
I'm at loss for words. Can you believe that?
Folks, this is a first. As Bill will tell you, Martha is at a loss for words. This is Mary Ann Nance Burris, right?
That's it.
Okay. She's going to introduce her husband in just a moment, and this is her probably the only chance she'll ever have to really say what she thinks about us in the class of 58. Okay?
Well, the class of 58 is great. We've always been a close class. I think that we meet every 5 years, and I would miss it.
That's
it's great.
good.
It's wonderful to see old friends.
Can you get your husband in here and introduce him? We'll give you the mic, and you can interview him or just introduce him.
Well, maybe I shouldn't say this. He liked all the girls in my class. This is my husband. This is Lonnie Burris. And we're going to celebrate our 40th anniversary this year.
Great.
And do you like my class reunion?
Oh, I love it. I love to come to your class reunion better than I do my own.
We had a good class.
We did. We have a great class. We really do.
Yes.
And it's just wonderful to see everybody, Larry.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Go have fun.
Thanks very much.
All righty. Karen Nielsen Franklin, and we'll give you a chance to introduce. Is your husband?
Yes, it is.
And all right, we got to look at the camera here. The camera there.
This is Doug Franklin, my husband.
Okay. And
we're from Topeka.
Okay.
And we're glad to be here.
Can you have anything you want to say about some person in the class, or this is your chance to get even? You're on TV.
No, we're just real glad Susie Bird could come back this year. And some people I haven't seen before, like for 40 years, like Sharon and Nancy Aubrey.
Has it been 40 years?
Since I've seen Sharon and Nancy.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Have a good time, guys.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Okay, we got to get it. Doreen Overman. Okay.
Overman.
And she's going to introduce her husband and give us a little 5-minute dissertation, right?
5 minutes? Do I get 5 minutes?
If you would like.
Oh, yes, right. This is my husband, Lynn. It's a very interesting experience coming to a class reunion in which I didn't graduate from. But as any of you that knows Vicki Martin, when she uses her persuasive qualities, there's many things that you cannot refuse. And after years and years of her trying to get me to come to one of these class reunions, I finally broke down, and I'm really enjoying myself. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Jerry Carson and his wife. He'll introduce her, and then he'll tell you all that we need to know about the 58 bunch. Go.
Well, this is my wife, Marlene. What do you want to know about the 58 bunch?
Anything you want to get even, Jerry. This is you're on TV. This is your shot.
Nothing.
I've never seen him do this before. I hear you. Go have a good time. Come here. Come on, Judy. Come here. Come here, Judy. Come here. This is Harrison Polk-Stover. He's going to introduce his wife and then give us some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. This is my wife, Lynn.
Come up here, Lynn.
Hi, Okay.
You're on TV.
Oh, I'm so
So if you want to
glad.
make a funny face or
Do
tell us a
something?
joke, well, go for
Or
it.
say something about Pope?
That works.
No,
That
I better
works.
not do that.
Yeah,
Just
you
don't
want
get a knee replacement.
Okay.
Stay away from those things because they don't heal.
Go have a good time, guys. Come on in there, Fred. Fred Holden. He'll introduce his wife and then probably sing something from a famous opera or something, right?
I'm sure of that, yes. This is my wife, Kathy. So,
you want to get even with anybody? This is your shot.
No. Glad to see all the class of 58 here. Got a good group. Enjoying it.
Good.
I didn't recognize a whole bunch of them.
This is going to be on the tape that you're going to get.
That's great. Oh, fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all.
We'll send you one. Thank you. We have a good time.
All right.
Helen McKernan Knudsen. Knudsen, pardon me. And she'll introduce her husband, and then about 3 or 4 jokes ought to do it. Go.
Okay, this is my husband, Dave. We've really enjoyed the weekend. It has just been fabulous. Thank you for inviting me. You know, I didn't graduate with this group, but I appreciate the invitation. Yeah, for a couple of years, but didn't graduate.
Well, clarify as to why.
Well, I went away to school to St. Mary of the Plains in Dodge City and graduated with that group, but hey, they're boring. They never have a reunion. So I'm happy to be invited to this one. And is that enough, Kitty? Get the
I got to tell you, David is not a dentist. He's a professional golfer. That's all. Go have a good time, guys. We've got to get you on tape, Lou.
Oh, my goodness.
We're shooting you here. Somebody wanted me to ask you about Billy Green from Independence, and I said no. I said I've got way too much. I've got way too much class for that. I know. I know. That would be obscene.
My young bride, I don't know if she'd understand that or not.
We're going to have you introduce her.
How did you know that?
Jim Witt went to an Independence class reunion about a week ago. He came armed with information.
I see.
Not good information, but
not probably
introduce your wife and then do about 5-minute jokes and
I
routine.
will. By the way, Kenny and my wife, Kathy, Kenny was a stalwart, absolute stalwart on the golf course today.
They used my ball 2 times out of 18 holes.
We kind of got tired of carrying Jack.
Yeah, David.
Yeah. Hit the ball, drag David.
I know.
Right?
I told when David and Helen come through, I said, this guy's not a dentist, he's a professional golfer.
That's right. I wouldn't go to a dentist that hits the ball as well as he does.
This guy's a real dentist.
Used to be.
Used to be. Yeah. He's also
Retired.
a petter.
Yeah.
Petter supreme.
But this is a guy over here that
We have already got him on tape for posterity.
you already got him?
Yeah, we got him.
Okay. So Kenny, you're the man tonight.
Well, we're
huh?
greeting everybody.
I see. Okay.
Gene Thurston's still the MC.
I see. Well, see, I am horribly shy, and I don't want to do this anymore. Horribly embarrassing to me. My ball shot hot shows, my tunnel's hanging out.
This is a Lou Roller impersonator.
Because he wasn't shy.
Yeah. Go have a good time.
I shall. Get me out of here.
Linda. Come on, Linda. Bring Charlie through. Or Charles Phillip. Okay, this is Phil Sourbeer and his wife, Linda. He will introduce her and probably say something awful about us.
This is my wife for 25 years. She was foreman in the grow shines. Met her when I came back for my 15th reunion. I'm glad I'm back now.
Yeah, we're still alive.
You don't want to say anything cruel or mean about any people?
Oh, not anybody. Everybody here's a good friend.
I know. They're having no fun tonight. Everybody's complimentary. Okay. Have a good time, guys.
Okay.
Hi. This is Vicki Fletcher Martin, and she'll introduce her husband and then probably talk bad about him.
Well, yes, and this is my husband, Jack Martin, and we're just having a wonderful, wonderful time at this reunion. And we have a house full of people. We have Susie Bird Wolf, and we have Doreen and Lynn Oberman, and Karen and Doug Daly. And we're going to ask Franklin. Oh, my gosh, can you erase that? Karen and Doug Franklin.
Having a good time. We're going to have more fun,
We're
right?
having a real good time, and I'm in trouble.
This is going to be on the tape. So. If you want to get even with somebody, this is the time.
Over and out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day. This is Kay Haley Milligan, and she'll introduce her husband, and and give us about 5 minutes of jokes and sing for us and probably tap dance.
Well, this is for my cousin Kay Orner, who can't be here tonight, and she said for sure she had to be picking us up on the videotape. This is my husband, Terry Milligan, and we're from Shreveport, Louisiana. We've been married 12 years. He still loves me.
Most of the time.
But anyway, we drove all day to be here, and we're glad to see everybody. And happy 58.
And you want to say hi to Kay Orner?
Hello, Kay. I think you're really terrible for not walking down here.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
I didn't do the special meetings for 25 years.
See, look at that. He has got his camera
You know, that all comes from growing up in a family of 15 kids. Boy, if you tripped on the way to the table, you stayed down, you know?
Knife work in the back of your hand.
Stayed down, because, boy, there was nothing left when you got up.
Now, all right. I'd like to take this class and to honor all these classmates around here because you really look really good tonight. But we look good every night anyway. So. Yeah. Well, come here, Brother John. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank some people who got this program going. And first of all, one of them is not here tonight, and I believe their parents are not too well. And it's Art of Oil from Brennan. And I'd like to thank Vicki Martin, also Martha McKenzie, Elizabeth Stice, Peggy Gatton, my good friend Kenny England, Jerry Purcell, Jim Witt, Jim Curtis. The two next people are not even our classmates, didn't graduate with us, but I'd like to thank Bill and James Kirk because they did a video here. We're working on it right now.
How about Martha?
Yeah. And then the last person I'd like to thank is my wife, Marcia Goldberg. She really ran the whole thing, and I have to really appreciate what she's done.
We do too.
Yeah. think it really turned out real good, and I think we're going to have a real enjoyable evening before it's all over with. But I'd like to bring up the next comedian I have on the stand. The MC tonight, I'd like to introduce a guy direct from Chicago. Gene. Mr. Gene Thurston.
His heartbeat.
Oh, I have really been waiting for this. 40 years. Last time I was in front of my classmates, I was apologizing to Inez Cunningham to let me back in the class. And I got on my knees, as some of you well remember. But this is really great. I happen to have a slight problem tonight. I have some notes here, so you'll bear with me. I've always had a pretty good memory. But unfortunately, we got in here on Thursday evening and we stopped by Jerry and Marcia's house. Jerry was so kind, he gave me a couple of his Viagra pills. Honest to God, I wouldn't spend the money because what it has done is, number one, I can't putt. As my teammates can attest to. And I've lost my memory. And I'm not sure what else. So here we go. It's, you know, it's really a pleasure to toast all of you. You know, for the first time, we have a pretty good turnout here. I think the last turnout we had, Cooper was here. Maybe that was because we had too many drinks. I'm not sure. But seriously, it is great. We've had, I think, a total of about 80 some people here. And I think that is absolutely wonderful. But I just wanted to share with you, because I know there were some people in some of the classes that I was in occasionally that was quite bright. And I wanted to share with you that, does anybody realize that there has been 2,080 weeks that have elapsed since we graduated? Doesn't seem like a long time, does it? That equates to 14,560 days. There's some of us been counting all of them, you know. But it's been a great ride. There's been a few bumps along the way, but I don't think there's anybody in here probably that would look back and say, oh, I regret it. I think everybody that graduates says, I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, I would, I guarantee. I just want to share with you a few things I would change. It's probably some of the same things that you would change. God, I wish I was about 7 or 8 inches taller. You know, you don't know what a disappointment it is for Sherry Cooper, myself, and Johnny Newell to go out every year for the varsity basketball team and we never make it. We're always standing there looking at Jerry Carson, Leon Gibb. Honest to God, they'd have had a much better record if we'd have ever made it. But what can I say? It's probably true. Absolutely. First of all, I guarantee you that Louis Roller would probably have made a few more jump shots. Leon Gibb would probably have made a few more free throws if we'd have been out there as guards, right, Jerry? Yeah. But you know, overall, the Parsons Vikings of 1958 had a pretty good year. I don't know how many know they were 11-9. Football was another story. Martin Rhodes and Pope Stover could do only so much. Even though Jerry Bolander made 2 tackles the entire year. And one of them was tackling Bill Gilmore as he was running for a touchdown. The highlight of the 58 Vikings season was stomping the Fighting Cherries of Cherryville. Let me tell you, that is quite an accomplishment, as we all know. There was a downside for the year. Unfortunately, they did travel to Coffeyville. And if you can recall, as I'm sure all of the players recall, it was a very disastrous night. 57. Does anybody know what we scored? 0. But we were competitive. They were competitive. The 58 Viking football queen was Ardith Osborne. Ardith, where are you? What can I say? Accompanied by Martin Rhodes. Martin and Ardith, would you please stand up? Give them a hand. The 58 Viking basketball queen was the Prince, Sharon Island. And she was accompanied by Mr. Lewis Roller. Now I'd like to take you back in time. I'm sure probably most of you read this in the paper. Occasionally, week after week, there was a few of us that made the headlines. It was not in the high school newsletter or anything like that. It was in the Parsons Sun. From the Parsons police records, Ronnie Eugene Dennis. He's not here tonight. I wonder why. Was fined $15 each on careless driving charges and indecent exposure. The latter while relieving himself out of the Parsons Drive-In. This one was quite normal. It was probably every 2 or 3 weeks in the paper. Jerry Cooper was fined $25 for improperly parking in front of Mr. and Miss Eugene Hampshire's home on Main Street. I just asked you, how many times did you ever drive by 25 or 2600 Main, not see Cooper's little Ford set down? This is a good one here. This, I'll tell you what. This young lady at that time, she really was in trouble a lot. Patty Patchen. Patty Patchen was booked into the city jail for theft of a large green vegetable from a local Parsons grocery store. And if you know, she pleaded not guilty. She said the devil made her do it. It had to be the crowd she ran around with. Right, Patty?
That's exactly right.
Terry Bolander. It's amazing. His name's always coming up in the papers. Pleaded not guilty to reckless driving charges and drag racing. And now this is right out of the Parsons Sun. The 92-year-old woman from Altamont he was racing. Seriously, claimed he cut her off at 21st and Main and nearly forced her into the wall of the downtown overpass. Now we know that one's true.
She was outrunning him at the time.
Now here's an incident that never made the paper or never got in the police files, but it should have. And I want to bring it up here at this 40th because I think it's important for us to know what type of individual this is. Here's how it goes. Jerry Purcell, accompanied by your 40th reunion chairman, whomever that is, unnamed, paid a visit to the Parsons Drive-In. While the show was going on,
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Purcell decided that he might crawl under 5 or 6 cars toward the east side of the Parsons Drive-In into Swede Hammett's used car and parts lot and drop a clutch on his 53 Ford. The only reason I bring that up now is because I think the statute of limitations is expired. So all I can say is if there's anybody in this room that wants or needs to buy any golf equipment, I'd give it a second thought.
I sure checked the serial number.
You know, the interesting thing is, since the statute of limitations has expired, Jerry Bolander definitely wanted to get this off his conscience. And honestly, I truly believe that Purcell will do this at the 45th. I think we'll be all expecting it. So Jerry, 2003.
Bolanders are me.
I don't think there's any lawyers in here. I'm not sure that there was anybody in our class that ended up becoming exactly. We have no evangelists.
Yeah, brother.
Amen. We was a pretty cool group. Please keep in mind that the reunion committee, which I'm part of, does not guarantee the accuracy of the police records information presented, and in most cases, we do admit to some slight embellishment thereof. Okay? Next chapter. There was some other interesting incidents that happened in the city by the class of '58. Do you remember these news-breaking events? When Vicki Fleischer was Miss July 1958, the Parsons Sun calendar girl. Now, does everybody know Vicki Fleischer? Vicki, come in here. Come here, Vicki. Come here. Miss July 1958. Here's another news break. And I didn't learn about this until we got down here Thursday. It's amazing. Each year you come back, or every 5 years, we pick up a little bit of information that we didn't know about some of our classmates. The Parsons Drive-In, if you all remember, was promoting Plymouth Night. Not the Rock. It's a four-wheel car that you drive. The first 30 Plymouth cars arriving got in free. It was a great savings. It was a savings of $1 because you get in for $1 per carload. You know the amazing thing, word has it, that Kenny England and Larry Frame went down and test drove a Plymouth Fury just to get in for the fee. And you know the rationale? They could take the $1 and buy a 6-pack of Coors. Makes all the sense in the world. Kenny never changes. What about the Come As You Are party at Bill Hunter's house? Louis Roller, Greg Benjamin, they won prizes for, listen to this, early morning attire. You know, unfortunately, Bill is not here, bless his soul. Greg is not here, but I'd like to ask Louis, what was the morning attire? Louis? Where are you, Louis? Louis, what was the morning attire?
Skin shirt.
Okay, we understand. I understand also that Nadine Peddler had an all-night graduation party held in the barn. Held in the barn. Wow. Those attending was Liz Stice, Dixie Watson, Pat Patchett, Parth Osborne, Helen McCurdy, and Theresa Hampshire. No doubt there was a lot of Coors consumed there. The reason I know there was, Nadine's horse, Ace, had a hangover the next day. Right, Nadine? Yeah, you're right. But you know what was interesting? And more astonishing than that, Cooper's Ford was still out in front of Kansas City all night long. And he never got the ticket. Well, third chapter. Excuse me. We have a very special event tonight that I'd like to announce. We have two 58 classmates here tonight that have 58. It is their 58th birthday. And I think we all should celebrate and sing happy birthday for Karen Nielsen and Doreen Toll. Everybody gets a piece of cake. Well, let's move on to one of the most well, a few of you may know that we had a major golf event out here at the Country Club today, and I'd surely like to announce the winners. I really would prefer not, but I will. The winning team was Louis Roller. I understand Louis made every putt that he looked at. We'll tell you what we did. Mr. Kenny England and David Knudsen. And if you'd like to come up, gentlemen, we've got some money here for you. I'll just give it to Kenny and he can distribute it. Okay, remember, he'll do anything for $1. What a deal. I have to mention one thing. We played in some very hot weather today. We teed off quite early, about 9:30. And all I'd like to say is that my team, which comprised of Leon Ginn, Jerry Carson, and myself, had one major handicap. And we're not going to tell him who the other player was. No. We'll do it again, Jerry. Now, I just want to see how bright everybody in here is.
Where are the birthday girls? They go by bright.
Right. Intelligent. Which there was a few of us that way, right? Well, come on, Brenda. It's been 40 years. Who remembers 1958? The Best Picture, the Academy Award winner was for 1958. And you are going to receive a 1998 Electra Buick. It's fair, right? Right. Have any takers? Any takers? I knew this all along. It was Gigi. Come on. Music. No. Music from 58, if you recall. The Witch Doctor. The Purple Peter. Chipmunk song. The Chipmunk song. Got that one? Okay. Now, sporting events. All of those sporting fanatics in here. Who was the NCAA basketball champion for 1958? Who? Who? No, the team. Kentucky. We have a winner. The Heisman Trophy winner.
Dale Sayers.
Pete Dawkins. Who was the NBA basketball champions? Come on. Come on, class. What were we doing during 1958? Other than drag racing and getting in trouble. We were parked on 9th Street. The St. Louis Hawks. Okay. Who won the U.S. Open in Southern Hills in Tulsa? Who won the U.S. Open at Southern Hills in Tulsa? Terrible Tommy Bolt. Who won the World Series? Who cares? Okay. Chapter 3, or 4. The Yankees won. Right. Okay. You received a free drink at Parsons Country Club. Now, 1958 cost of living prices. Now, we should be able to remember this. What do you think the average annual income was for 1958? $4,650. What do you think a new car cost? The average cost of a new car? Do you know what a new Corvette cost in 1958? $3,350. But the average price of a new car was $2,155. In 1958 was, many of you were playing with these at that point in time, Barbie dolls. You guessed it, the hula hoop and the laser. Guess what the minimum wage was? That's why we all made so much money. $1. But more importantly, guess who was born in 1958? Some idols.
Raquel Welch.
Madonna. Wow. Tanya Tucker. Ooh. Michael Jackson. And Jerry Cooper's famous personality, Prince. Sean Cassidy and Jamie Lee Curtis. Interesting, huh? The national news was Elvis was inducted into the Army. Boy, that was terrible. America launches its first man-made satellite right after Sputnik. And Governor Faubus shuts down Little Rock schools. Yeah, whatever. Okay, chapter 5. One thing I did want to mention that you probably have noticed, many of you, Johnny Ellis is not here. He was not able to make the reunion this year. And Gary and Art had asked me if I would, if nothing else, share with you his internet address, email address, so that if anybody wanted to get in touch with Johnny, they could do so. And I have that available, so if anybody would like to check with me while we're here, I'll be glad to give you that, because I'm sure Johnny would like to hear from us. In closing, in all seriousness, Chapter 5, Brenda. No, it's been a great ride. It's been 40 years, and I am absolutely amazed at how many of you really look so much like you did years ago. And there's so many other strangers in here. I'm sorry to figure out. But seriously, hopefully everybody has a great time. I think the committee, Jerry, and everybody that he had mentioned did a great job. And hopefully everybody gets home safe. And every head that we see out here is here in 2003. So thanks much. It's been a blast. See you in 2003.
Great.
I